Hello, my name is Antonio Andino. I'm here in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and I am a product of hundreds of years worth of Hispanic history here in the United States. It is important to know that before Christopher Columbus came and colonized the Americas, Spanish-speaking folk had lived here in the areas known as Florida, California, Texas, all over the Southwest.
The Mexican-American War, 1848. Manifest Destiny. In the 1800s, the Americans believed that it was its destiny to conquer and expand towards the West. This idea was heavily backed up by the President Polk, who wanted to buy California and New Mexico. There was just one problem. California and New Mexico belonged to Mexico. So the president tried to buy California and New Mexico from Mexico multiple times, but Mexico kept saying no. After this, the president decided to send troops to the border to try to invade Mexico to attack. Quickly, the Americas took over California and New Mexico as planned. This resulted in the Treaty of the Guadalupe Hidalgo. Under this treaty, America stole California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, Wyoming, and other states. So when you hear a Mexican say, "I didn't cross the border crossed us," it's not a lie. Aftermath. Many Mexican landowners were displaced. Mexican Americans faced segregation, violence, and loss of political power. The 1910s, hundreds of thousands of Mexicans migrated towards the U.S. because of strong labor demands. But once the Great Depression had hit in the 1930s, America carried out the mass deportations. This removed up to 300,000 to 2 million Mexicans. This caused many effects as families were torn apart, many cities like Los Angeles were empty, and this created hundreds of years of tension between the U.S. government and the Latino communities. The displacement of Mexicans planted the seeds for many Latino revolutions and movements nowadays. 1940 to 1950s, Mexican American students were placed in separate inferior schools. This caused the Mendez Court, or Mendez vs. Midwestern Court. The Mendez family had sued the Orange County School District. This happened because the Mendez tried to enroll their children in local schools in Midwestern, but were turned down due to their surname and color of their skin. The court had ruled that segregation of Mexican American students was unconstitutional, making it the first federal court to strike against school segregation. It also inspired the very popular case Brown v. Board of Education. Boom. 1960 to 1970s, the Chicano movement. One of my favorite movements and by far the most influential. The Chicano movement was a civil rights uprising which fought against racism. The movement worked so well because it was so broad and provided so many movements. Some important and notable movements were the 1965 Farm Worker Movement. This was the boycott of grapes nationwide, which demanded for fair wages and safer working conditions for farmers. Number 2, student walkouts. Thousands of Chicano students would walk out of their schools in 1968 to protest segregation in unfounded schools, being punished for speaking Spanish, and lack of Mexican American history being taught. Number 3, anti-police movements. Groups like the Brown Berets protested police violence against Hispanic communities, and they also protested the unfair drafting of Mexicans to war. Number 4, the Raza United Party protested for Chicano political representation, control of local school boards, and voting power. This had a major impact on Chicanos and Mexicans. It brought better labor protection, more representation, created more study programs, and a greater visibility for Chicano movement. 6, the largest Latino protest. In 2006, millions of Hispanics protested in March nationwide, making it the largest protest in U.S. Latino history. Why? Well, the House was passing the H.R.4437, which would make being undocumented a felony level crime. Yeah, it's terrible, man. It's terrible. Can you believe it?
Cool.
Right. I know, it's a school project. Many participated in A Day Without Immigrants. Many didn't show to school, many didn't go to work, many didn't go outside. This is just to show how essential immigrants were to America. What the protest accomplished. It killed the H.R.4437, united the Latino community, sparked immigrant protection groups, and showed how important immigrants was to America. This is now, 2010 to 2020s. Deportations have hit a major record. deporting more than 100,000 immigrants every single year. Nowadays, Latinos are more powerful, more essential, and more visible than ever. But we still face systemic inequality, racial discrimination, and economic barriers. We still face wage inequality, housing discrimination, racial profiling, lack of access to healthcare, and no path towards legal documentation. Thank you for watching my document. And as a reminder, my dad doesn't have a mugshot, but the president does. Fuck you, Trump. Oh yeah, thank you, man.
Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you.
We out! Woo! Shout out to my cousin Joey D. Chills for helping me record.